So, mangels Kameramann heute mal nur mit wackeliger Handkamera. Was ihr hinter mir seht, ist die wunderschöne Stadt Stockholm. Das heißt, ich bin in Schweden. Und was mache ich bei den alten Schweden? Ich sage 3 Stichpunkte. Electronic Arts, Battlefield, Bad Company. Here you go.
Ich sitze hier live in Schweden. Wir sind zu Gast in den DICE Studios in Stockholm und ich sitze hier mit Patrick Bach. Der wird uns jetzt ein bisschen über Battlefield Bad Company erzählen. Patrick, just tell us a little bit about yourself. What is your position at DICE and how you got in the game industry?
My position here at DICE is producer, so I'm a producer for the single player part of Bad Company. I started in the industry 2000 to make games. I came from the film industry from the beginning, and now I'm into games because games are much more fun.
Tell us a little bit about the story. We saw the trailer, which was very nice with the 2 guys and this off-voice commentary, annoying these 2 guys in the middle of a war field, in the war zone. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about this story and where the inspiration came of.
The story is based on our perception of war. For us, war is not about the fight for honor and glory. War is often something that you don't really want to be in, but you're forced in there. So you need to find other motivations for you being in that war. So even if you're an elite soldier in a war, it doesn't mean that you run around fighting for glory all the time. So the motivations for the Heroes Now story is something completely different. Mm-hmm. And I will not go into the details of it, of course, but the motivation for the game is completely different than other war games.
Tell us a little bit about the Frostbite engine. We saw a glance of it yesterday at the presentation where you can blow up almost everything.
The goal for DICE was to create the next generation engine that can be used on all platforms that is part of the next generation war, as we call it, including PC, of course. So Battlefield Bad Company was the kind of we set the mark for what that engine is supposed to be able to do. So we came up with all these cool things that we want to do, which is not only graphics and sound and stuff like that, because we really need to be on top of everyone in those areas as well. But we also needed to have it support multiplayer as well as single player, as well as having it's rock solid AI. So the engine is very open-ended. The engine is almost a sandbox in itself. Okay. It's supposed to handle almost every situation we can come up with.
How will a Bad Company affect maybe the genre and take it maybe to a next step?
I think like Battlefield 1942, we're trying to redefine what shooters is all about. And I have been kind of disappointed and happy at the same time with that shooters hasn't evolved that much since 1942. We did some steps for it for Battlefield 2, of course, and now we're trying to take it one step further. And I think it will be a hard time for many shooters to not have the destruction we have in the future, because it will redefine how you play shooters. And I'm pretty sure that it will show. And you haven't played the game yet, so when you play the game, you will notice that this is the way of the future. This is next gen.
This is a nice closing word, so I'd like to thank you for that very, very open-minded interview, and I'm really going forward to see the game.